Just my luck. This is why I had to replace this, because as you can see, it's smoking. So these are all the parts I needed for the shifter cable assembly. This is just basically to get the car moving. These aren't the greatest, but they were cheap enough and they should work just to get the car moving. So yeah, just gonna throw these in the car so this way I can actually shift it into gear. So we have to go back sometimes in order to go forward, get rid of the hybrid shifter in order to go back to the factory H22 / Honda core shifter assembly, because these are the B to K setup and it'll no longer work with the H transmission. So yeah. The shifter cables are in, everything's hooked up. Now I just got one small leak I gotta fix. It's the O-ring that goes into this whole thermostat setup. For some reason that one is either not in correctly or is pinched, so now I gotta take this whole thing out, fix it before I can start putting everything back in. So the next thing I'll work on is that one and fix this clutch line, because it's installed here but this one is still loose, so I have to loosen it up, adjust it, and then get it in. So the pipe is welded up, so now I'm starting to put everything in. The clutch is bled, so everything is starting to tighten up. The seal, the oil leak is fixed, hopefully. So I'm gonna start putting this in so I can start running this a little longer. And I'm gonna have to get the shroud from, I think it's Hush Performance, and hopefully that will allow me to put the 10-inch single fan on this side, and that should solve my whole coolant issue, I hope. We got a good amount of work done. A lot of stuff was basically tightened up / buttoned up. The intercooler piping is on both sides. I got me a new hose that looks a little better. Still got a little kink right here, but I guess that's all for right now, so that should be fine. All the intake pipes are completed. I hooked up the boost solenoid, new slave cylinder, new piping, got a new radiator hose for this section. So hopefully everything works, there's no restriction, and I'm just going to fill it up right now and try to start the car. So we turn on the pump, so the water is flowing. I'm just going to add a bit more. You should be able to see it right there moving around. So So it is definitely moving. So yeah, I'm gonna let it run for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna start the car up. But this is definitely a great way to bleed the car. So it's all one piece. The cooler is done, the exhaust is done. The water pump is working. Everything seems to be good. We no longer have that oil leak that we had before. Knock on wood. Yeah, everything else seems like it's functioning correctly. Driving well, the boost gauge is working. So everything seems like it's decent. So I'm gonna put the wheels on so we can take it out for a quick swing. Running, sounds smooth, but can't let it running for too long because of the fan issue. Just my luck. This is why I had to replace this, because as you can see it's smoking. That's like 2 minutes of driving and it started smoking. So good thing I have the upgraded fuse box right here, which I will be putting in, especially now. But I just wanted to move it so I could start working on stripping the V6 TSX. So I have to wrap up. Another rainy day, so let's cut the progress. We just jack the car up. So hopefully tomorrow I could, start stripping the car, take all the fluids out, start taking pictures of what's listed for sale, and start the process of taking out the engine. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake. So here's a better look at what it should look like. So it takes up a majority of the room. Yeah, I think that looks good. Just gotta find a way to mount it. Doesn't seem too hard. Should probably just make a bracket from right here to either here or over here where I had this one. Just make another bracket.